I knew that I wanted to be involved in research as soon as I came to Purdue. So when I first took the course that was relevant to my major, I decided that I should do research under the professor who taught the class. And the best advice that I got was to know the gist of the professor's research. Most of the time, you can find the research of the professor you're interested in online, on your department's homepage, or on Google Scholar, which is what I use to learn more about his research. So after you've compiled a short list of some of his or her main accomplishments and important research discoveries, go to the professor after class or set up a meeting to discuss the possibility of you entering the lab. If you can remember some of the research in your discussion, you will definitely impress the professor and you'll have a higher chance of being admitted to the lab. But if you don't get it, no worries. Try the same process again with other professors in your department or in your other classes. So far, I've benefited from seeing how research is conducted on a day-to-day basis in my lab work, and it looks a lot different from the lab courses you'll take during your time at Purdue. I've learned about how to be a better scientist and how to think through complex figures and results. I've been able to develop relationships with my fellow undergrads working in the lab, but more importantly, I've been able to gauge my interest in research more accurately. This has definitely helped me think through some career decisions, which of course is valuable. So in all, take advantage of the resources online to learn more about the professors you're interested in, and don't be afraid to give it a shot.
I'm a research assistant within a lab in the Department of Public Health, and we study childhood physical activity and obesity. We currently do community-based research during youth sports practices and games. I first heard about my research lab from my academic advisor. She sent out a list of research lab openings. I went through the list, and mine really stood out to me. I reached out to the professor, filled out an application, and was interviewed by him and some of the other members of the lab before I started. I've been with my lab for the last 2 semesters and plan to continue for the rest of my time as an undergrad. I've been able to build a close relationship with my professor, and I'll also be able to get a strong letter of recommendation from him for when I apply to graduate and medical schools. I've learned the ins and outs of the process of public health research, from the broad development of an intervention to the really specific physical collection of data. The theories and practices we use in lab also supplement what I'm learning in class.